What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. You can see today I got my hair down because yeah, we're on our way to make something change. Going to get my hair cut. It's about that time. I mean, it's only been since February of 2018. So it's been a month and a half since I did this type of video. I'm on my way to my salon, and thankfully, with all the working out I've been doing, that I've been feeling pretty good. I have I've been feeling pretty well. My depression hasn't been as crazy, and I've just really been enjoying getting back into it. With that, my depression has been lifting somewhat. Not completely, but some. So today, I am going to put a little bit of investment into that, because I think with me feeling a little better, it's time for me to change up the look a little bit. I mean, my chin's starting to get smaller, my neck's starting to get smaller. I think it's time for us to change up that look and maybe clean this up. As you can see, my hair is crazy long. So we'll get it a little more manageable. I have a very good friend. He does my hair all the time. So that's where we're heading. And, you know, hopefully I feel as good after as I do right now, which I think I will. So, hang on, guys. Stay tuned. There's a lot going on this weekend. I just figured we'd start off with a nice, happy smile, so that, you know, hopefully that gives everyone a better jump on their weekend. Let's head to the salon. Alright, day 2 of a crazy weekend. I ordered something for this. I'll show you here. Alright. I got sick of the ridiculously ghetto looking tail that we put on. I needed something just to get by. So we got this. And it's gonna go like that once I get it cut. And I have to get an adapter because this is a little bigger than that. So I have to get an adapter to go up to this size from that. We'll get that welded on, get this bolted on, and yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go that way with it or if we're gonna do a Talladega, you know, slash cut style, but yeah, that should make it look awesome. But first, since it's early in the morning, when I say early, I mean like 9:01, I am going to hit the gym. Because yes, I'm still on that train. And, oh yeah, I got my hair cut yesterday, which you've probably seen the start of. And we'll show that to you in a minute.
Can't run away when the burden's eating me or living underneath my skin. Took years to grow, it's thick enough, now I'm holding this within my shallow conscience. Within my shallow conscience. Do you reckon that I never planned on me here with you? But if you're up for it and willing, I can't help but feeling willing to.
Woo! Alright. Nailed that workout over at my favorite place, Planet Fitness. Now, we're going to head back I gotta get cleaned up because I definitely did a workout. So I'll get cleaned up, get sweat off me, and then we're gonna go ahead and head to the garage. Here is the new look. So we gotta go to the garage, we gotta try and get a few things done there. But overall, I plan for a very productive day. At least let's hope. So, story of the day. Yesterday, my dad came home. I stopped by on my way through. And so transmission was acting up in his truck. Now, mind you, his truck has 238,000 miles on it or whatever. But it was acting up. Now, they had reprogrammed the transmission about 15,000 miles ago, and it never felt right since. So I don't know if it's just programming for as old as the truck was, like how many miles it had or what, but I think we might be changing the transmission in that. Found a low mileage one. We just have to wait till it's pulled out. We're gonna see if maybe it's something in the programming first, but I'm not optimistic on that. I think we're getting a transmission. On Mom's Lincoln, it has a whine. We found out it was the PTO, which is like a transfer case. So that's being pulled out at a junkyard, and we'll be picking that one up next week. So in the meantime, we have to get turbo finished so that it can be driven while we're waiting for parts to come in and, you know, getting things fixed. But let's head to the garage and find out what we can do.
A CIA whistleblower.
Moving things around. Mustang's got to come out, which I had to spray over the rust for now because Mustang's coming out. It's going to go down the driveway. We have to put the MG up on the lift because we need area over there to work with rain coming in and out all day. So that's the fun stuff we're dealing with right now, just trying to get things moved around. And this here is the one that we're going to be working on before that one, I believe. So we're going to put this under the lift. Go from there. MG should start and run, and it should be able to drive out and in on its own. This is the only one we really have to push. got some holes, but you know, versus the cost of buying a bed, we're just rebuilding it as best we can. We got steel here. We're gonna cut them to fit and inlay them in here. Inlay one back there. And we'll do this wheel well to get that smoothed out. That'll make it PA legal. Papa's over there doing the cut. You know, I went through and I welded all those panels in. I don't think I turned on the GoPro. And then I didn't turn on the GoPro whenever I painted because, yeah, I didn't want to get paint all over it. But we used some implement paint, which don't ever use that on the exterior of a car, please. But we got some implement paint white, and just to protect it. I mean, this was all raw steel, and we just shot at it to kind of protect it and keep it copacetic. I mean, it's not perfect. It's got fish eyes and everything else, but no joke, it's 50 degrees? 45 degrees? 45 or 50 degrees. And because of the size of the truck, I have to have the door open. So there's no way to get a good paint job on this truck in these conditions. No way at all. Next up, we are going to install the new running light, which we have back here. This sticks on, and that'll be our new LED running lights, because neither of us like that stupid 3 light that they put on the diesels and dualies. So we're going to get this centered up, get it stuck on, test and see how it works while that paint's drying. And then once that paint's fully cured, which may be a little while, once that's fully cured, we have a bed liner that goes in, and it'll cover and protect all of that. Not perfect, but we were down to fix this bed or build a flat bed. So we just built a flat bed and put this bed on it. Let me get this put on there. So this old gal has been giving us issues, and we're going to see what happens. I will apologize that there will be a seatbelt light dinging, but I am filthy, I have paint on me, and I am not doing that to a black seatbelt. Alright, let's see how she works.
Phone disconnected.
So it bangs into second gear, which it just did again. Third gear is slacked. So, let's see. We got some heat in the motor. Let's give her some goose. Let's see what it does. See how it's like popping in and out of gear? Now we're in 6th. And if you cruise it in 6th for too long, it locks into 6th and it won't downshift. But I don't think we're going to have enough cruising time in that. But when it downshifts, we're going to feel it. Shows RPMs. See? Fifth is squawking. I don't know if you heard that. That's 5th. Yep. fifth now. Hopefully that comes across on camera. It's definitely a bad trans. Oof. And we are going to have to find one. Now let's see if I can get this damn thing home. Alright, so we have the first officially major problem with Bubba's truck. And we're going to go ahead and head back into the garage and see about getting this stuff dried up so we can get it out of the garage. Bed liner's back in, tonneau cover's back on. Now I get to piss around with that stupid filler neck. Get that fixed.
Hope on my way when I go to... I got heat straight, so we still got to put the connectors on last day, everything heat straight. I put this on the last day, so it looks
Alright, plan of attack. We're whacking that back. Get rid of that stick. Just a stick of pipe. We are throwing this baby on. Is it performance related? No. But it'll look better. That will look a hell of a lot nicer. So, now I'm going to see what I need, what I have, what I'm going for. So, we went ahead and put a little nub on. We put a little nub on here. That's it. Scratch up the tip. Put a little nub on here just to hold everything in place. And we go ahead and slip this on. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Still learning this one-handed thing. We're gonna slide it like this. Alright. And it's gonna fight me, so give me a second. Got it slipped on. I gotta go a little bit further on and then make sure it's straight, and we'll be good to go. Will you stand there? I hope so. So here's the deal. A lot of people that will say like, oh, the exhaust tip changes the sound. Not really. It looks good. It's aesthetic. It's usually not louder. Unless you're going extreme. Which I really didn't. So, fire this pig up. I really don't care if it made it louder or not, because I don't think it did. It may have, but I mean, on the normal, exhaust tips do not make them louder. But this is going from like 2" to 4". So maybe, maybe not. Anyway, for today, I'd say we've done more than enough. Get this edited up for you, get it tossed out, and all I'll say is it's nice having bulk stack. Got the MG up, got the Mustang down, because really I don't have to have the Mustang up in the air for a while. Mostly my biggest hang up right now is drive shaft. I got to figure that out, and then we can start working on bodywork. MG starts right. I mean, I drove it in here. So, bodywork, interior, finished the bodywork, paint. So turbo's down to short list. We have filler neck because it was messed up. So I have to fix the filler neck, and I got to check like the side skirts and stuff and just make sure they're secured. And I got to glue in the side strips, and that will have plates on it tomorrow. Oh, and I got to check transmission fluid, but that's from sitting. I mean, that's immaterial stuff. My next huge project, which we now have room for, is this. Get it in, get it finished. I mean, it's like every time I think I'm getting ahead, something happens. But I want this thing done and gone. I want this out of my life. So, shortlisted. Sucky part? I still gotta push in the motorcycle. I just thought about that. It's still outside in the rain. What a crappy ass day. Alright, stretch. I'm done. Like, comment, subscribe. And until the next time, we'll see you on the flip side.